Okay, hi guys. So now we are going to do a few examples for conversion of concentration units. So there are 4 examples, and I actually hope that you have tried doing it on your own, okay, to test your natural skills, okay. But if you haven't, then let's just go through one by one lah. And I won't be giving you the final answers in this video because I will be asking you during our tutorial discussion next Wednesday. Okay, so make sure to study with this video lah. Okay, so let's go to the first example. So in this example 1, it says a 6.25 molar of sodium hydroxide solution has a density of 1.33 grams per mil at 20 degrees Celsius. Calculate the concentration of NaOH in molarity, mole fraction, and percent by mass. So, the first thing that you should do is to extract out the important informations that they have given you. So these two are the important information that will help you to find these 3 things. Okay. Next, what you want to do is to write down the formula for these 3 concentrations lah. So here I wrote down, okay, the formula. So to find molarity, firstly, we will need to find the mole of NaOH and volume of solution. So with that, let's try to extract out what information we can get from what is given. Since the question gave you the molality of NaOH solution it is equal to 6.25 molar, that means that we have 6.25 mole of NaOH in 1 kg of solvent. So let's say your solvent is actually water lah selalunya. So with that, we can say that the mole of NaOH is 6.25, okay, daripada molality ni tadi. So the mass of water pula, which is this one, is 1 kg or 1000 grams. So I converted my mass of water to 1000 grams because maybe later I can use it to find the mole of water pula. Okay, tadi for molarity, we need to find the mole of NaOH kan? So now we have it. So next we need to find the volume of solution. Okay, so the second information we get from the question is that they gave the density of solution. So since the formula of density is mass over volume, okay, for solution, mass of solution over volume of solution, we can actually find the volume of solution. Okay, but do we have the mass of solution? Do we? Okay, actually we can find the mass of solution by adding up the mass of NaOH and mass of water. So that means we need to find the mass of NaOH now since we already have the mass of water here. Betul? And we have the density here. So if we have these, then we can find the volume of solution. Okay, so how do we find the mass of NaOH? Okay, since we already have the mole, that means that we can find the mass lah. Okay, so using this formula, mass equals to mole times molar mass. Okay, we can find the mass of NaOH. So check with that. So what's left to do is we rearrange this density of solution punya formula to find volume of solution. So put in the mass of NaOH and mass of water. Make sure it is in grams because you're going to divide with density that is in grams per milliliter. Okay, and then you will get your volume of solution. Check. So now just plug in your values into the molarity formula and you will get your answer. Next, you want to find the mole fraction of NaOH. So mole fraction, ingat it is X lepas tu NaOH equals to the number of mole of NaOH number of mole of NaOH plus mole of water. So kat bawah ni is basically the N total lah. Okay, total number of moles in your solution. So we have this, so now we have to find the mole of water. So just now we already have the mass of water. So according to my chemistry intuition, I can find the mole of water easily by using this formula, since mole equals to mass over molar mass. So just plug in your values and you will get the mole. Okay, so masukkan and you will get your mole fraction. Check. Okay, next we want to find the percent mass of NaH. So in order to do that, we need to find the mass of NaH and mass of water. But we already have all that, right? Okay, we already have that. So that means that just use the values that you already found and times with 100%. Okay, so seems easy, right? Seems easy. But actually masa saya tengah buat tu, since saya pun dah berkarat buat calculations ni, it was actually a little challenging lah. Okay, but since I give you this guide, okay, I hope that it will be easier for you guys to implement, to apply on other questions, okay, or implement it on the same question by yourself. Okay, so next we have example 2. Okay, example 2, it says an 8% by mass of aqueous solution of ammonia has a density of 0.9651 grams per mil. Calculate the molarity, mole fraction of NH3 solution. Okay, so we should extract out our information. So here we have the percentage mass and the density of solution. Okay, and then we want to find molality. So molality, this is the formula, molarity and mole fraction. So let's start with molality. We need to find the mole of solutes and mass of solvents. Okay, so what is given in the question is the percentage by mass of NH3. So expand the formula, okay, and then you put your information, your value 8%, and then we have the density of solution with mass over volume equals to 0.9651 gram per mils. Okay, if you think, mana lah kita nak pusing, mana nak dapat mass kan daripada this information, you won't unless we assume. Okay, so guys, when you get percentage by mass atau any other concentration, if you cannot find the mass, cannot get the mole, then you have to assume. Okay, so what we're going to do is, using this information, okay, we are going to assume that 100% is represented with 100 grams. Okay, so that means the mass of your solution will be 100 grams, while the mass of your NH3 will be 8 grams, since the percentage by mass of NH3 is 8%. Okay, so when we assume that way, we assume our mass of solute and mass of solution, we can get the mass of our solvent. Okay, just tolak je dua ni and you will get 92 grams for the mass of solvent. Right, so how about the mole of solute or mole of NH3? Since we already assume the mass of NH3 is 8 grams, we can easily find the mole of NH3 lah. So now we have the mole of NH3. Okay, so the key to this question is assumption. Alright, So plug in your values and you will get your molality of solution. Next, we want to find the molarity of your solution. So molarity, you need to find the mole of solute and the volume of solution. So this one we already have. So let's find the volume of solution. Okay, bila volume of solution je, kita akan teringat kepada density. Okay, so from our formula of density, we already have, we should have the values of mass of solution. We can find the values of mass of solution dengan volume of solution. Since we already have this value, what we need to do is just rearrange lah your formula to find the volume of solution. Okay, so we arrange that formula and we already have the mass of solution that we assumed just now. Okay, so now we can find the volume of solution. Okay, senang je. So remember, for molarity, okay, the volume of solution must be in liter or dm cube. So make sure to convert your units, guys. Please don't forget. Okay, please do not be careless. Okay, kalau tak rugi je, salah je jawapan awak. Okay, so we already found our molarity lah. Next, we want to find the mole fraction of NH3 in the solution. So, mole fraction is basically finding number of moles of your solutes and solvent. So, I think you can do that on your own, okay? Since you already have the mass of solvent and mole of NH3, I think you can find lah mole of solvent ni on your own. Okay. Okay. Next is example 3. So, in example 3, it says a solution of hydrochloric acid contains 36% of HCl by mass. So, itu dia dah berikan percentage by mass, okay, of HCl. So, calculate the mole fraction X HCl in the solution and the molality of HCl in the solution. Okay, so important lah for you to remember the formulas for these concentrations, right? Okay, so for mole fraction, you have to find the mole of HCl and mole of solution. Okay, molality, you have to find the mass of solvent je lah tinggal. Okay, before looking at the answers, can you guess what you need to do since you are given the percentage by mass? Apa yang awak patut buat? Dia tak ada pun bagi awak mole ke apa benda yang lain. So what will you do? You will assume, okay? So you will be using assumption method again. Alright? So guys, ingat ini penting. Okay? So assume that the mass of HCl will be 36 grams since the percentage by mass of HCl is 36%. Okay, so the mass of solution is 100 grams. So the mass of solvent will be the subtraction between those two, you get 64 grams. Okay, right, so sekarang kita dah ada mass. Senanglah kita nak cari the number of moles of HCl. Okay, so you just use the formula mole equals to mass over molar mass and you will get your mole of HCl. Okay, so dah ada mole of solution. Okay, sorry. So maksudnya kita dah ada the mole of HCl. So now we need to find the mole of water, okay, your solvent, to find the mole of solution. Okay, so dah dapat. Okay, so for molality pula, tadi kan kita dah assume kan the mass of your solvent. So ini pun just masuk je lah. Lepas tu terus dapat molality. Ya Allah, senangnya hidup bila kita dah tahu rahsia untuk jawab soalan. Okay, next, example 4. Okay, last example. Okay, it goes like this. A 16 molar of commercial aqueous nitric acid has a density of 1.42 grams per mils. Calculate the percentage HNO3 by mass in solution. Okay, so sekarang ni dia berikan apa ni? What is this? Kalau M besar ni, this is molarity. Okay, molarity, singularity. And this will be the density. Okay, so percentage by mass in solution, the formula is like this. Okay, ding 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 ding. Okay, so that means you need to find the mass of HNO3 and mass of solution. Okay, so if dia berikan molarity, adakah kita akan mengassume juga? The answer is, you're not really assuming, but you are kind of like, you can say lah, assume lah juga. Okay, so since molarity formula dia macam ni, mole of solute, mole of nitric acid over volume of solution. Okay, this actually means that there is 16 moles of HNO3 in 1 liter of solution. Okay, so that means that we can assume that the volume of solution is 1 liter or 1000 mils, while the mole of HNO3 nitric acid is 16 moles. Okay, so maksudnya kita assume lah juga, betul? Okay, so tadi kita nak cari apa? Kita nak cari mass of HNO3 and mass of solution. Since we already have the mole of HNO3, you can find the mass of HNO3. Okay, so mass equals to mole times molar mass, and you will get your answer. Next, you want to find the what was it again? Mass of solution. So mass of solution, okay, kita akan guna apa? Since we already have the volume of solution, tadi dia ada berikan apa? Density kan? So that means that you are going to use the density formula to find the mass of solution. Okay, ingat. Okay, ingat. Volume solution dengan mass of solution dengan density of solution berkait, jadi kita gunakanlah formula ini sebaik mungkin. Okay, so we have this, right, and we have this. So to find this, you just rearrange your formula into mass of solution equals to density times volume. Okay, and then you plug in your values. Okay, make sure that your volume is in milliliter. Okay, because your density is in grams per milliliter. So in order for them to cancel out each other, it needs to be the same in the same unit. Okay, so you get your mass of solution. Now you just plug in your values, ting ting, and you will get your answer. Alright, good job guys. Good job, miss. Okay, so those are your 4 examples, and you are left with some exercises. So please try doing these on your own, and hopefully we can discuss these and your tutorial questions during our tutorial discussion next Wednesday. Okay, so please really attempt these on your own. Okay, so that you can develop your problem solving skills in this subtopic. Alright, okay, good luck and thank you. Bye.